According to my laptop, I've been trying to intro this video for 7 minutes and 58 seconds, 59, 8 minutes now. I can't say hello today properly without it sounding really strange, so I'm just gonna get straight into this video. This has been a long time coming. I went to New York back in February. Obviously, I had to stop by the Glossier showroom. I got very overexcited and many things were purchased. I actually ended up with about 10 of these little pink Ziploc baggy things, which I love. I think they're so cute. Glossier is a very skincare based brand though, so I really wanted to give everything a good try, test things out for longer than a few days before I started talking about them. Glossier is a little bit impossible to get hold of, so if you're gonna invest in something, you're either gonna have to fly to New York or get it shipped over via a mail forwarding service, which I know a few people have done and they've had success with it. It's worked out fine. It's just a little bit more expensive. Although, saying that, best news ever, they are coming to the UK at the end of this year, so you won't be holding out for too long if you really want to get your hands on some of these bits. Just want to quickly flash up here right now that this video is in no way sponsored or affiliated with Glossier, despite the fact I'm wearing a jumper with the brand name on. So I've split this up into 3 sections. I've got things that I love, things I'm kind of unsure about and not 100% on, and then the things that actually really disappointed me. I wasn't expecting to feel that way about any of these, so I thought that was quite interesting, and I haven't had many people talk negatively about Glossier, so we'll have a little chat about those at the end. But let's start off with something good, things that I loved. So starting with this, which you've probably seen me slip into a few videos already, this is the Priming Moisturiser Rich, and this had just launched when I got this, so I didn't really know much about this, but I'm so glad that I picked one up because this has become just my favourite moisturiser at the moment. I am obsessed with it. I've been using it morning and night. In fact, I've used it so much that I've run out of it, which is very sad times for me because it's going to be a while until I can get hold of some more of this. For someone like me who has very dry skin, especially at the moment, it's super dehydrated. It really needs a big drink when it comes to moisturizing, so this was perfect for that. It's the kind of moisturizer that sinks into your skin and really deeply hydrates it, but it also leaves just the right amount of product on the surface as well. Nothing really heavy, nothing at all that's going to make your makeup slip around, because this I love underneath makeup as well. It works so nicely, but just enough that it's going to leave your skin feeling very comfortable. It's a winner. It is the #1 product that I've tried. I picked up one of the masks as well. I only got this one, which is the Moon Moisturizing mask. This is kind of a very light, almost sort of whipped textured mask, and you just put a very thick layer on, thick or thin, whatever you prefer, and leave it to sink in for about 20 minutes. I usually just leave this on as long as I possibly can, so maybe an hour or so, and most of the time it will just sink completely into my skin. There'll be nothing left. And it just leaves my skin feeling so soft. Really soft and smooth. Like everything is just plumped up a bit more. Everything's a bit juicier. So I've kind of got into using this quite religiously. I really enjoy it. And I'm not often one to use masks on a daily basis, but this I really like as well. So those 2 skincare products really impressed me. So the Balm Dotcom is one of the products I've been using for a while now. You can actually buy this in a little 3-pack on Net-a-Porter, and I really like this. I use this a lot. It's always by my bedside table, and I think I have one in my handbag usually as well. So when I saw they had some flavoured versions, I kind of hopped to that. I think there's 4 different flavours in total, but I picked up these 2. I got the coconut Balm Dotcom and the cherry one. This one smells so good. It kind of smells like kids lip gloss. I definitely had something with this scent that had a little rollerball on it, and it was just so glossy and sticky and messy, but I loved it when I was 15. I was all about that. It also has a little tint to it, so this one is slightly pigmented, kind of makes your lips look a little bit pinky, a little bit red, which I really like. And then the coconut one just smells edible. It smells so good. It's a very kind of no frills lip balm. It's very simple, and I really like this. It doesn't leave my lips feeling drier than when I first use it, which some lip balms can do for me. I also use this sometimes on really dry patches around my face, so I get dryness on my nose sometimes, on my cheeks, and I just rub a little bit of this on and it pretty much clears that up. So this is one of the standout products as well, the Balm Dotcom. So let's talk about some makeup that I loved as well. This little guy here I have been really enjoying. This is the Skin Perfecting Tint, and I got the shade Light. They have 5 shades I think now. They started off with 3, now they have more. It is definitely a tint more than a coverage, which I think some people don't like because it's not really giving you a whole lot in terms of making your skin more flawless and even, but I like it. I feel like nowadays especially, I've been kind of going for lighter coverages. I feel like my skin has finally kind of got to that stage where it's as good as it's ever gonna be, so I like to kind of let it breathe a bit more, let it show through my makeup, and I feel like that's really what Glossier is all about. Embracing what you have and enjoying it and celebrating it, and not kind of covering it up and using anything heavy. The standout for me though when it comes to the makeup has been this. This is the Stretch Concealer. I love the pot of this. It's a really nice kind of weighty little glass pot. And at first I thought this was no good. I thought it was too sheer, that it didn't work for me. I just couldn't really get my head around how to use it. But then I tried it with my beauty blender. I kind of just stuck the little tip into this and then pressed it straight onto my skin, and that just changed everything. Using it that way really gives such a nice amount of cover. It hides redness, it hides my dark circles, which I'm always amazed by when a concealer can manage to do that. It's also very moisturizing too, which I love. It's not dehydrating or drying for my skin. So I'd say if you were gonna buy one makeup product, definitely go for the concealer. Again, I got this in the shade Light, and I think that's just perfect for me, so love that. So that's the gushing and the raves portion of this video over, and now I have some of the things that I'm not 100% on, things I'm not sure if I like and I'm not sure if I don't like. I'm just a bit confused about these. So the first one is the Milky Jelly Cleanser. It has a very different texture to what I'm used to, so I think that's kind of what throws me off a little bit. It kind of feels like a jelly, soapy type cleanser, but at the same time it sort of breaks down and then feels like an oily, balmy cleanser. So it's somewhere in the middle and I can't really put my finger on it. But in terms of makeup removal, it does a very good job. It really breaks everything down. It's super gentle, so I can use it on my eyes as well, and it's very moisturizing. It has glycerin and rose in this. I think I'm just so used to using my Oskia cleansing gel, which is very oily and very balmy, that this one I don't really reach for as much. So I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try it out more. So I only picked up one of the supers. There are 3 of these in the range. One is anti-aging, one is anti-blemish, and this one is hydrating. It's the Super Bounce with hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. Sounds amazing on paper. I feel like any hyaluronic acid based serum I usually end up really enjoying, because it's just the best ingredient for moisturizing your skin. One of my favorite products like that is the Sarah Chapman Intense Hydrating Booster, and actually when you put the 2 together they don't really compare. That one is so much more hydrating. I like it, and I do feel like my skin gets that kind of nice bouncy moisturized feeling when I have this on, but unfortunately it's fallen victim to not being reached for as much as I would like to. So I think I should probably try out the other 2 serums. I might get on with those better, but for me this is kind of just still a little bit in the middle. Not amazing, but definitely not bad either. And then we have the Generation G lipstick in the shade Cake. A little bit peachy, a little bit brown, and I just really love the look of it. And these lipsticks are very different. They really do manage to look like your lips, but with colour. I'd say they're quite matte, although they're very hydrating. They kind of have a very balmy texture to them. And on me, this shade is actually the exact same colour as my lips. So if I'm going for a no makeup look, it's just a super, super natural lipstick, and something that I would definitely put in the kind of more lip balm section. So let's talk about the things that I did not like, the things that I was really, really disappointed by. And the first thing on this list is the original priming moisturizer. And I feel like I'm a bit biased with this because I didn't actually open this or use it until I'd run out of the priming moisturizer Rich. And I feel like I loved this so much and it works so well for my skin that this one, it just never was going to compare. I thought it would just be a slightly lighter version of the richer one, but I think the formulas are really different. This doesn't have the same smell to it, and it definitely doesn't have the same instant comforting feel as the Rich one does. So this I really didn't get on with. I don't want to waste this though, so I might start using it as a primer on its own. I feel like after skincare is done and just before makeup, this could be the perfect time to use it. But in terms of a moisturizer, I'm sad to say this one just does not do anything for me. I also wasn't really a fan of these. These are the Haloscope highlighters. I have 2 of the 3 shades here. I have Quartz and Topaz. Topaz never really was going to work for me. It's just too warm tone. It's a bit too orangey. It would look amazing on darker skin tones, but for me, it just wasn't the right shade to begin with. But this one here, which was Quartz, I had high hopes for. It's a really nice kind of cool tone, soft champagne-y colour, which I don't really have a lot of highlighters like, so I wanted to love this, but for me it's just too dewy. It's too moisturising, it's too sticky. I just don't like it. I don't like my hair sticking to my cheekbones. I don't like other things kind of just being attracted and sticking on there as well. And then last of all, probably the most controversial disappointment, because I feel like this is probably everybody's favourite Glossier product. It's Boy Brow. I got 3 of these. I got the blonde one, the brown one, and I even got the clear one. And I just can't get on with any of them. I feel like these types of brush-on colour brow product really work well if you already have an amazing shape to your brows. So if you have very thick brows, if you have a good kind of base to work with, I think they can look really, really great. But for me, I like to kind of draw my brows on. I like to kind of change the shape and emphasize certain bits with color. And you just can't do that with these. It's super, super tricky to kind of draw on a good brow just by using this kind of gel type liquid. I just really hate the way this feels. It's very waxy and sticky, and I feel like it clumps my brow hairs together. So I'm sorry to say, boy brow, I did not love you. And that is my Glossier roundup for you guys. I know that was a lot of information for you to take in, but I hope you did, and I hope you stuck around till the end. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye.